Hello everyone and welcome. Today I am very excited because we are going to be making homemade vanilla extract and it's one of my favorite things to make at home. Not only will you be saving some money, but you can make this vanilla extract with the strength that you desire. So let's get started. We will use an 80 proof alcohol. The most popular is vodka, but today we're going to be using two different alcohols. We will use vodka, which is the clear one, but we will also be using some bourbon. This is a vanilla extract that I started about 2 months ago and I use vodka. As you can see, it's not clear anymore. It has turned the color of the vanilla beans. In addition to the alcohol of your choice, you're going to be needing a little vessel or jar to start the process. And of course, you will need some vanilla beans. For every cup of vodka, you're going to need 3 to 4 whole vanilla beans. It all depends on how strong you want your vanilla extract. The more beans you add, the stronger your final product will be. The first step is to use a sharp knife to cut a slit on the vanilla bean. Then we are going to open it to expose all those tiny little seeds. And we will repeat the process with every single one of the beans. Because my vanilla beans are longer than the size of my jar, I'm going to cut them in half. I don't want the vanilla beans to be exposed to the oxygen so they don't get moldy. Now it's time to measure the amount of vodka. For the size of my jar, I'll be using about 1.5 cups of vodka. And I have a total of 6 vanilla beans cut in half. After you pour the alcohol and close the jar with a lid, you are going to place it in a dark place in your kitchen, preferably inside a cupboard. Then, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to give it a shake every single day. After 3 weeks, you can shake it maybe about 3 to 4 days. For about 6 months to a year, preferably for a year, and it will get stronger and more delicious. This is the vanilla extract that I started about 2 months ago that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and it has already acquired a beautiful, nice brown color. But it still smells pretty alcoholic, so we should let it sit for at least 6 months. Now we'll be making another batch of vanilla extract, but this time we will be using bourbon. Because the bourbon has such a strong flavor, we'll use a few more vanilla beans than when we made it with the vodka. And this time I'll be using an empty old kombucha bottle. As you can see, the vanilla beans are still too long for this bottle, so I'll be cutting these in half as well. And this time I'm also going to make it a little bit different. Instead of slicing and opening the vanilla beans, I'll be using a meat tenderizer. I would like a little more clear and clean product with less vanilla seeds. And again, because the bourbon has such a strong flavor, I'll be using 5 whole vanilla beans per cup of bourbon, and I will also be cutting each one in half. And 2 cups of bourbon. If you feel more comfortable, you can use a funnel to fill the jar. And now you follow the same process. Place it in a dark corner of your kitchen or inside a cupboard, and then shake it about every day for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then you can shake it every 4 days for about 6 months to a year. And at that time, once your vanilla extract is done, do not throw away the beans. You can use the same beans again to make another batch of vanilla extract, or there are many other recipes that you can make with those leftover beans. Finally, label your jar with the date in which you started this batch. Let's compare with the little bottle of vanilla extract that I bought at the store. This little bottle has 8 ounces and I paid about $18. But right now I have 12 ounces in this jar, 16 ounces in this jar, and another 12 ounces in this jar. You don't have to use an expensive alcohol as long as it is 80 proof. You don't even have to use bourbon. Vodka should be enough, and you can buy the least expensive one. And as you can see, I like to repurpose old bottles. This to the right, we have an old bottle of kombucha, and to the left, we have an empty and clean bottle that used to have maple syrup. And this is a tiny empty bottle of a store-bought vanilla extract. In about 6 months to a year, although I prefer to wait a year, I will decant or transfer my vanilla extract into these bottles. And there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video on how to make your own pure vanilla extract and the strength that you desire. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope that you have a fabulous and very blessed day.